Hey Gemini, welcome to your March 2021 tarot reading. Let's have a look at what's been going on with you recently, and then we'll look at the current energies surrounding you now. And I want to take a glimpse into your near future. I will then show you these cards. We'll pull more to clarify. I will bring in some oracle, some astrology into these readings too. So let's see. Let's stick to the tarot now and see what's been going on with Gemini. Okay. Okay, so for your recent past, what have we got coming out? Okay, so we have got Six of Wands. Things have been maybe successful for you. King of Cups, in terms of like emotional healing and in terms of your well-being and how you're feeling. Ten of Wands, because there could have been mounting stresses and things that you needed to stop carrying. Before getting into these, let's just pull a couple more cards for the immediate or the current energies around Gemini. What's going on presently around Gemini? And remember, Gemini, whenever you catch this reading, take what resonates at the time. The time is fluid on these, and I always find readings when I'm meant to hear them. So let's look at what's going on around you now. Nine of Pentacles. That's a pretty successful energy. Oh, then we have the Devil. Okay, Five of Pentacles. There's some, things are going well, but there's some trappings in the material realm. It could be around money, it could be around security, it could be around just your obligations and things. You kind of have a lot on your plate in terms of what you feel duty to look after, to provide for. Let's glimpse into the near future and then we'll go through these cards. Future energies for Gemini. The Hanged One. The Five of Swords. And the Hermit. Okay. All right, we're going to take it row by row. We have a couple of major arcana cards here, but you know what? Let's take it back a little bit first. I feel like so I use some astrology in these videos. For Gemini rising, there has been a Mars transit in February through your 12th house. Gemini energy might have felt themselves kind of very much on a solo journey as of late, wanting to spend some more time alone, reflect on your emotions, or just kind of sit with your feelings. Things might have become overbearing in an area of your life recently, and you've kind of been motivated, very driven towards like tending to your emotional undercurrents and tending to those deep feelings that you have buried somewhere, Gemini. 12th house activity, it's the house of where we kind of keep things hidden. Therapy, it's the house of reflection and private time and solitude. So you might have been feeling like that. But we have good news for Gemini. Mars enters the sign of Gemini. Okay, so coming up in for that, I feel like Gemini, you're going to be feeling really accomplished. As well as that, this is Venus in Virgo. You might be dealing with a Virgo. I have strong Virgo energy here. And this Virgo kind of makes you feel really accomplished, and they make you feel really proud of yourself. Other than that though, Venus at the same time in March is transiting through Pisces, a fellow mutable sign. So for Gemini rising in your 10th house, Venus through the 10th house for Gemini is going to bring about people really being charmed by you. This is a really attractive card. So with Mars in Gemini in the first house, that's going to be a time where you can start to push forward with your endeavors and where you're going to have the strength and kind of energy to do it. This is really energetic. Something is really worrying you now though, Gemini. I have this Devil card right in the middle of the reading, and we're going to look at these together, but you can see here that these people, you could be feeling tied to another person still, but I think there's like an option, there's some sort of a choice for you that seems very important to you now. And it seems like if you choose to stay stuck with this person, you might be alienating yourself from a lot of people because ultimately they don't seem to think that this person is good for you. We're going to clear up these cards with more. If it's not with another person or anything like that, Gemini, I'm seeing earth energy really strong here. I've got like Virgo and Taurus energy, so it could be just somebody who piles a lot of responsibility on you to be dutiful, to be caring for them. I think that you do feel a little bit overwhelmed currently. And I have that 10 of Wands in the past. It might be spilling over some sort of an issue where you feel like maybe you've been taken advantage of in the past. It's something that drove you to really actively and aggressively on this 6 of Wands, going towards emotional stability after this water had been a little bit choppy. Things could have been tumultuous. Something was like, I can't take any more. It looks like it might be spilling into the present in this devil energy, because this is overburden, overload of responsibility and duty to others. Okay, let's look at what's coming up in the future before. Maybe we'll go to Oracle. We're gonna just roll with it, Gemini. We have the Hanged One and the 5 of Swords. You're very much stuck like this Hanged One. And what are you doing here? You're replaying mistakes. You're replaying how many times you messed up in some sort of an area. I think that you are the people in the background actually here. Somebody might have taken advantage of you, like that person holding the swords, and you know, you're like, how did I let that happen again? They put, like, it could have been a work thing where, you know, you got lumped with a pile of a weekend's worth of work to do that should have been somebody else, but you've said yes before and you're thinking, oh, how did I find myself here again? It might not be anything like as specific as that, Gemini, but I feel with this Hanged One energy that you have a lot to think about at the moment. And I can see the Hermit and the Hanged One are really solitary cards. This could be, I mean, you have just maybe, some of you Gemini, especially Gemini rising, might have felt like that Mars in the 12th house transit just gave you a lot of opportunity or the desire to be alone and pursue initiatives that only you can do or feel like you can do, or other than that, it just gave you more time to think and reflect. I don't know, but it seems like what you've been thinking on is some sort of a like, even if you're just like kind of cringing at something you said, or there's something on your mind that's been like, I can't believe I said that, something like that. And it's like, let's see how we can maybe move on from these energies, okay? I'm going to show you these cards, and in the meantime, I will pull an oracle card. We'll see what's coming up as a message from Gemini's highest self to them. Have a look at these cards though in the meantime, and I'll pull an oracle. Okay. All right, what have we got then? A message from Gemini's most highest compassionate self to them. This is called, number 1, the first card in the Oracle journey, Bamboo Moon. Beautiful imagery. Okay, let me read from the Oracle and what we have to tell Gemini about that. Okay. Did you know that there are no mistakes in the universe, and that all events, circumstances, relationships, and situations are unfolding in perfection with timing and the intelligence of the divine plan? So any apparent delay is in your favor. If something is happening for you right now, then it is perfect too. Divine timing is perfection, and it is safe to trust in this now. So yeah, it's kind of like one of those things, sometimes there seems to be so much going on and then it's slow, and then if something doesn't work out, it seems like sometimes it's the end of the world. Only that I find sometimes that when those things do happen, down the line, you're like, you kind of think, oh, that actually worked out so much better. Divine timing. That's a really nice message, I think, for you to get now, Gemini. Let's pull out another couple more cards and take this, clarify this row by row. You have been feeling very proud of yourself. You have been feeling very accomplished. You're taking your feelings, how you've been feeling, your emotions into your own hands. And you are, you're pursuing peace. You're pursuing peace. Okay, let's clear up this first row from the past for Gemini now. The Ace of Cups coming out. This talks about love. It talks about the opportunity for a connection, the opportunity, but it also really, it really speaks about self-love too at the moment, and your cup being so full with overpouring love for yourself. Okay, so that could be coming up in your pursuit. Let's have a look at this first row. But like I said, Gemini, that Venus, for Gemini rising, especially that Venus through Pisces in the 10th house is going to get you all kinds of attraction kind of coming your way, you may feel. Okay, Justice card. Judgment card. Ooh, pretty big cards. So this attraction with Venus through your 10th house could come by way of getting recognized in work, your public recognition, and that. It doesn't necessarily have to be romantic, although it certainly can. Let's look at these cards. This is pretty big energy. Two karmic looking cards to me. I did sense that there was a decision to let something go, to bring something to an end. It looks like you made that choice already. This is past energy, so the decision has been made for you. Right now it's happening in justice. Okay, so Gemini, it seems like some of you have made a pretty big choice at the moment. Something that has presented itself to you again and maybe again. And these things, judgment talks about really big transformative cycles, and it's when we are actually asked to look at what's been resurfacing in your life, what has been like coming up and surfacing out of your deep emotional waters and in your being, what has trying to come out and be recognized and be seen. 10 of Wands is sometimes can be defensive because, you know, you're not sharing that you need help and can't manage all this alone. But some decision basically is a decision you made in Justice card in the past is now playing out right before your eyes. You're living it. We'll go and clear more and more. But so basically this is good or bad, positively or negative. You might be now feeling, Gemini, the consequences of whatever your actions have been. You might be feeling the consequences of the decisions you've been making, positively or negatively. I'm not sure about that, but one way or another, it seems like there is a little bit of worry still, but there's also going to be enlightenment. Let's see if we can get there. The good news is this has been recognized, this pursuit of your own sort of like feeling. I feel like it's been recognized. Bamboo Moon was a card to really tell you that right now, as you're hearing this, you are on the correct path, and to trust in divine timing. Let's have a look at the middle row and clear this up. 9 of Pentacles, the Devil, 5 of Pentacles for Gemini. The World card. Huge energy, guys. All of these major arcanas coming out. I have a feeling that you have a lot changing in your life. A 10 of Pentacles. Another 10. We have 10 of Wands, 10 of Pentacles. Really, and this is the Ace of Cups again, following us to remind you of the importance, I think, of connection with friends, connection with family, whatever is really truly important in life. That's what has really been brought up for your attention. What really truly matters. Family is a thing that can really be valuable to people, and the support of the family and the legacy, I know not everybody can feel that with the family, and certainly some people may be feeling ostracized or a little bit isolated or lonely or separated right now from their families. There are ways to tap in, and the Saturn speaks about ancestry. It speaks about time and lineage, and this 10 of Pentacles is all about ancestry. So while we may not always have this connection on hand, like physically be able to access it or even emotionally be able to get there into that connective space, it's kind of saying that ancestors are always available for us to call upon in meditation, you know, guides if you have them, or whatever you kind of prescribe to in your beliefs. There is a connection basically, and this is really a big reading. Justice, judgment, the world. I really do believe there are kind of a limited amount of karmic focused cards in this whole deck, but those three are very karmic. You might really have felt yourself coming to huge ends of cycles in your life, but the World card does speak about really successful cycles coming to completion, and we move on, we see what's next. And it's only really when sometimes, and judgment is very transformative, it's Pluto ruled, sometimes these really transformative cycles in our life, the blessings can really only start to happen when we make decisions to change something often or bring something to an end. So tens, the world, I definitely see big cycles coming to an end around you. Nine of Pentacles here is telling me that you're feeling pretty accomplished, like you've probably been already through the worst of it, is what I'm going to say for a lot, because I see we're at the end of it. So I'm optimistic. Like when I see tens, it makes me feel optimistic about what's next. It's that ace again, like we saw, the one that's following us, Gemini. That's the new beginning possible after the completion. So you're probably thinking like, whew, I was here. Like some of you might even still feel a little bit, I feel for some of you, there's more than just financial worry right now. It's kind of a feeling of being alienated, or they want to get in and you can't get in. That's you feel like you can't get in. Okay, let's look at the Hanged One, Five of Swords, and the Hermit for Gemini. And we will close out the reading looking at that. The Fool card. Gemini, you are getting these major arcana. Wow. And oh yeah, sure, why not? Another one, Temperance. Lovely, lovely, lovely energy to see. We have our playful Page of Cups at the bottom of the deck, connecting to inner child. Connecting with children. The Fool card is very young. Let me see, how many did we get? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, that's a lot. That's a big, big reading. There's 17 of those in the deck out of 78. So 8 coming through. More than half. Awesome. Well, it's just that it could be this point in your life might be pretty like you feel the energetic ending of something and you just don't know what is next, what lays beyond the Hanged One. A fear, and you've been thinking about it. The Hermit is really thinking about things that you've done in the past, where you were scammed, where you were conned, where you were taken advantage of, and it could be holding some of you back from taking this, okay, absolutely blessed leap of faith that's indicated coming up for you. What a nice way to end the reading, Gemini. I'm so happy to see this because I feel like this is heavier, worrisome, or just exhaustion for some. Mars transits through the 12th house can make you tired. Mars transits through the first house when Mars enters Gemini in this month for the March forecast. That is going to give you this real energetic like lift. It's going to make you really start to want to assert yourself in the world. You, on all your goals, if you have a big list of things you've been trying to do, or even if it's up here in your mind, very Mars and Gemini. I have Mars and Gemini actually natally, and I understand the mental processes of how we act and how we take action. So that is a time though when we can actually start really asserting all of our plans and put them into place. It gives you some more energy to kind of chase down goals, okay? And Venus transiting through the 10th house simultaneously is going to be a very charming place to, and people will see you as charming. Temperance, so there's this leap of fate indicated here with the Fool card, and it's going to, it's scary. It's like, but you're done with the waiting around. You don't know what it is yet for some of you. All you know is you can't wait any longer. It's fear that's holding you back, as cliche as it sounds, but the Five of Swords is about, it could be things you've done in the past before, when maybe you do feel you messed up, could have been perpetrated against you. All in all, it could have been self-sabotage, Gemini. You could have been, you probably can do that. And this, for people that do have Mars in Gemini natally, also this is going to be what's known as a Mars return. Mars entering Gemini roughly happens every 2.5 years. So when you have a Mars return, the kind of initiatives that are underway at that point are things that you be putting a lot of focus, which is Mars focus, over the next 2.5 years until your next Mars return. So if you have Mars in Gemini, that's something else to pay attention to. New beginnings though, Gemini. Pages are all about fresh starts. The Fool card, a fresh start, optimistic leap of faith off that cliff. Are you crazy? You're gonna fall. No, this is supported by, think of some divine, it's supported by the divine. You don't know why, it just feels right. Spirit is leading you. New beginning in store, making a move to a new city, I'm seeing here. Listening to your music, I can see you, Gemini, bopping down the road. I can actually see Gemini getting in a car, music playing, driving really fast, observing the speed limit, I mean, but that kind of an energy of just like the world is your oyster and you're the chill, what you've been looking for. The whole pursuit was for you to get you maybe thought mental health on track or physical health on track. There was emotional health that needed to be kind of looked at, and you haven't given up on it. And then this comes the peace of mind, and Temperance is all about it's about harmony. It's about embodying your new. Okay, so you've learned, you've been doing the work, you've been doing the meditation, the therapy, the yoga, the breath work, the tarot, all of your practices, you've been doing them. And oftentimes we can use these kind of gifts, or gifts that we have available to us to be feeling calm and everything. But you normally can turn to them, or oftentimes you do breath work to calm down or to remain calm. So sometimes it indicates that there has been a bit more of a tumultuous time in our life, but now you're finally really embodying this new frame of calm that you've found, this new frame of mind, this new embodied inner peace in Temperance is what I'm seeing. Okay, awesome. That's a really positive and exciting end to the reading, you know? And even if you're just feeling optimistic, like look at the sunflowers here, the sun is shining again. It really is. It's a gorgeous image to come through. And I do think it's you feeling a little bit more like yourself again, okay? And Page of Cups, sometimes I think of working with therapy, so that's kind of indicated to me there as well. So that's good. It looks like some of you are really working on yourself at the moment. So kudos, Gemini. So that's what I have got for you for March 2021. I will put up another couple of readings in the meantime. I have some love and relationship readings for Gemini as well that have just gone up on my channel, and I'll have a few more of those out as well before we get back in touch for the April 2021 forecast. Wow. I will speak to you soon and enjoy your month.